Hello there folks, RJB here from RJBTV, and today we've got some extremely hype games up for the coming. I was actually in the middle of Bill against Gangnam Life, but we're gonna switch over to Brain against 458. Because this just got me so damn excited. Brain, you're on the red Terran, and 458 here on the blue Protoss. I got these replays today from 458 from his out-of-save file that he just gave to me, well, sold to me. And yeah, I knew this set of replays existed. And now I finally got it. Finally got some Brain in 2022 playing fastest map against one of the most feared and respected Protoss players in all of fastest map, 458, the one-trick pony, the Protoss Gosu. But does Brain fear the 458, or does the 458 fear the Brain? Two players who are both extremely smart and extremely good at their respective races. Also, let me adjust the sound setting a little bit, because I turned up the digital volume, the sound effects from units earlier, and I might want to have it a little bit lower right there. I hope this is not too silent. Same with the music, a little bit higher. I just want this video to be as best as it can be. Let's hope that the volume is alright in all regards. So the background music is there. Brain goes for command center first, which means he is extremely confident in his ability to survive with just micro. Like, he's not gonna have a lot of units to survive if 458 was going for early attack. This is kind of gambling, but also being extremely confident in Marine Micro. And I think Brain arguably has the best micro on fastest map. I think he's got the best micro on fastest map. Like, no joke, he's got the best micro on fastest map. He's the #1 player, his multitasking is stupidly good, his micro is also the best. I mean, even on the normal maps where he plays Protoss and Terran, he actually qualified for his professional license on both Terran and Protoss. So his Terran is at a professional level on normal maps, and his Protoss is also at a professional level on the normal maps. So this guy just has the talent to excel at every single race, because his micro and multitasking and his brain, that's why he's got the name Brain, because his mind is so damn smart. Not many players can keep up with him, as he's proven time and time again over the past 4 years. He's been considered to be the #1 fastest player for 4 years already. And nobody has come close, well, maybe some players have come close, to pushing him off that throne, but he's managed to reclaim it every single time. Okay, so what are we looking at? I've been hyping Brain up for a pretty damn long time already. I mean, we're already 3.5 minutes in, and I've just been talking about Brain, not much about 458. 458, his opponent, is considered to be pretty much the scariest Protoss. He's an innovator, he is a high-speed player. This guy just never stops attacking. It's just, like, he just never stops. It's just like, you defend against an attack, and the next one is already coming at you. But in this cross-map situation where Brain is on the other side of the map, that might actually not apply, because the traveling distance is going to slow down his attacks quite a bit. The closer the Terran is, the easier it is for 458 to start hitting him hard without stopping ever. No time for breaks, but a cross-map situation is a little bit easier for the Terran to prepare and survive all those attacks that 458 just loves throwing at a Terran. So it's a triple gateway switch-up attempt. He's going for Dragoon range. He's expecting Brain to go for a frontal break, but he's not going for a frontal break. We do have double robot there on the way. And now 458 is on the move. He's going to try to catch Brain slipping. Going to try to catch Brain while he's not paying attention, but instead Brain gets the shot off on him. All the Marines do have stim. Medics are arriving on the scene. There's going to be a brutal fight here on the middle. Marine range is on the way. Dragoons are pulling back. Dragoons now have range, so after the Dragoons get range, he feels he can fight back against the Marines. But the Marine micro here on display is pretty damn good there from Brain. But this looks like the Dragoons are losing more HP than the Marines. Although the firebats have gone down and the Marines are dying eventually, that's a pretty big loss there for Brain. But Brain, in the meantime, has managed to build 2 bunkers, and those 2 bunkers are going to keep him alive against those Dragoons. One Dragoon there went down, all the Marines and medics have gone down, but now he got bunkers there in the front, which are gonna keep Brain alive. So Brain did an amazing job there of buying himself a lot of time with the middle fight to ensure that Marine range finishes up and the bunkers finish up here in the front as well, because the Dragoons themselves are not that great against bunkers with Marines with range. And he tries to wall off this section by putting Marines in between. As I said before, Brain's micro is just amazing. If you are a very smart player and you have very good micro, those 2 things just complement each other perfectly. Being able to put your units into spots that nobody else would ever think of or be able to put them in. So now both players are about even amounts of workers. 43, 45. Triple gas there from Brain. He's going for a raid. He's got 1 starport getting a add-on, a control tower. It's probably for Cloak, maybe 4 dropships. Whereas 458 here is starting with the tank drop defense. He went for that 1 attack. The 1 attack didn't really achieve what he intended it to achieve. It killed a lot of Marines, but in the end it didn't hurt Brain all that much because Brain just handled the situation perfectly. Now putting tanks and Marines here back at his SCVs, because he's expecting a drop to be coming over, and a drop is coming over very soon, but the drop is a little bit late. And that's because the Dragoons delayed the Reavers and delayed the shuttles. It delayed the robotics facilities, so the drop is going to come in a little bit late. But on the plus side is a triple shuttle drop. It's a pretty strong drop, stronger than if you had gone for a 6-minute drop, but a 6-minute drop has a little bit more of that element of surprise thing, which he now doesn't have, because as a raid up on the high ground, there's scans coming out pretty much all the time to keep track of what 458 is doing. And we got turrets on the sides. Well, not on the bottom side yet, but on the top side we do have some turrets. An engineering bay there is also on the way. Got 1 armory already getting level 1 attack, getting a level 1 attack for ground as well. So both tanks and Marines are going to have level 1 attack very soon. Whereas 458 is getting Storm, Zealot legs, and Shuttle speed, getting 4 Templars as well, so he's going to follow up this Reaver drop with a 4 Templar drop. So he comes in over the top side. There's no Corsair there in the mix. Arrives there, Reaver allows. Ooh, both Reavers allow, both Reavers shooting, both Reavers killing pretty much every single thing. This is pretty good for 458, but now tanks are coming in, and the Raids are going to kill the Reavers. He's going to try to kill as much as he can. Get a shot off on the tank. Tank goes down. Now it's only just the Raid's going to take down the Reaver, but they're a little bit slow. 1 Marine saves the day. So he killed about 12 Marines, a tank, 3 shuttles, and a couple of SCVs. In my opinion, that is a pretty good hit. But is it good enough against a player like Brain? Because usually Brain finds a way to stay in the game no matter what he is attacked with or what kind of damage he takes. Usually he finds a way. Now we've got another drop there from 458 flying about and leaving the base, going cross map and aiming to go over that same top section where he just hit Brain, but Brain now already has turrets on the scene, tanks are in the corner as well to cover every single little bit of surface area. So it might be wise to switch over to the bottom side, but he comes in there, goes for a little bit of a lower angle than previously. He comes in, flies into the shuttles, flies into the Marines, and everything gets taken down, targeted down, stimmed down. Does take down 1 tank there, because the Zealot landed on top of the tank. Tank shooting on the Zealot, and tanks hitting the tank. 1 bunker there in the back, getting now 3 more armories. He's on 129 supply, needs a couple more supply depots. Things are looking pretty good there for Brain. He's on 69 SCVs, whereas 458 with triple Nexus is on 83 probes, and already has triple Stargate. And he might get a fleet beacon as well. Got about 6 shuttles there in the front. Coursers finishing up to escort those shuttles in. There's going to be a big drop. A big drop indeed. And I'm going to turn down the music a little bit because in my ears it's pretty loud. Maybe in your ears it's not, but in my ears it does sound pretty loud. Just sometimes it's hard to get a good feel on, is the sound setting too high? Is it too low? Where did it go? What do I do? I don't really have that instant feedback on how the sound sounds to you. Sounds a little bit stupid, but I don't know how to phrase it in a better way. Let's just see if this works. So we'll drop Corsairs on the top, probably coming in to clear out loading structures on the side. And then we're going to see the shuttles coming in as well. He's almost on maxed out supply, 92 probes. It's a lot of probes. He's mining from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gas. He's getting air weapon and air armor. So probably preparing for the carriers as well. We have Vultures on the map there from Brain. Going to place mines all over the map. He's cancelling and interrupting the cannons being built on the middle. Placing mines all around. The mines are going to give him a lot of vision on the sides. So he doesn't have to place floating structures or units on the sides. It's just going to be mines, and the mines are going to spot everything out. But we do already have an observer here on the scene from 458, so he will clear out those mines sometime with a Dragoon, most likely. Large army of raids flying about left and right, looking for shuttles. Shuttles are coming over the bottom side. There's a Valkyrie there finished up as well. Unloads at the bottom corner. Doesn't want to fly into the raids. Now flies further in. There's still a couple of Zealots or Templars in there. Unloads. Starts storming. Misses the storm. But still connects on a couple of those tanks. Templars on the bottom corner. Not really doing that much because there's pretty much nothing to kill in the bottom corner. So he starts moving upwards towards those SCVs. Templars arriving on the scene. Templars storms on himself. And storms from some SCVs there on the gas. But in the end, Brain still has 73 minerals. 73 SCVs on the minerals. So he's completely fine. That didn't hurt him all too much. He just handled it really well. And Brain, 12 minutes into the game, is feeling that it might be time to just start moving across the map and start the attack. He does not want to give 458 any more time to go bigger and bigger. This is looking pretty bad there for 458. He's maxed out on supply. How many gateways does he have? That's 7, that's 5. 2 more on the way there. 2 more on the way there as well. Getting Stargates now too. And he should be seeing the entire Brain army moving across the map now. It's tanks, marines, and vultures. Brain just likes to attack really quick. And it's a perfectly timed attack because 458 does not seem prepared for this one yet. Does he have upgrades on those Zealots? Ooh, I can't see. He's got 1 shield, 1 weapon. Tanks have sieged up. All the vultures and the marines have been stormed to death. And now all the zealots are dead and gone as well, though. He's got a couple of units inside those shuttles unloading on top of the tanks, and he's going to clear this one out. Wow. 458 just removed the entire Brain army off the map. That went way better than I expected. But because Brain has mines all over the map, he shouldn't be feeling too threatened by this. Because the mines are going to interrupt whatever is moving across the map. Does he have the observer on the middle still? He does not. The observer got disappeared. Got shuttles there in the back, getting scanned. Goliath's trying to intercept them, but can't find them. Or Reavers unloading there on the middle of the map. Oh, the mines are going to kill. Oh, he killed the mines with a Scarab. Beautifully done. Now the tanks are getting cleared out as well. Going to pick up the Reavers. One shuttle went down. This one shuttle is getting away. This is a really intense game all of a sudden. Both players just macroing to the maximum of their ability. 458 handled that one really well. The storm placement was perfect. But Brain, despite losing most of his army, not once but twice, is not giving up. He's just gonna keep on sending small bits of army across the map to keep the pressure up on 458 and never give 458 any time to breathe or drop. But the drop is coming in over the top left corner. A lot of shuttles there in between. Valkyrie's coming in as well, so he starts unloading on top of the turrets themselves, starts attacking the turrets, and there's no units inside the base here at the moment to take care of those zealots, so the turrets are gonna go down. A couple of tanks are moving up. do note that Brain only has about 11 factories and about 7 starports. He hasn't really built all that much since he started the attack. More mines being placed all over the place. A couple tanks are on the middle waiting. Corsairs flying across. This is an interesting game. This is a real typical Brain game, where Brain is just doing Brain things. Like, I never expected him to start attacking at 12 minutes without finishing his base. He's just managing to produce really well, really quick. Still placing mines all over the place. Some Zealots and Dragoons entering the middle to take care of those tanks, but mines are not being too kind, although he does have quite a nice amount of observers on the middle here to take care of the mines themselves. But it looks like this fight is going in Brain's way. It's hard to call. Brain there knows that our observers are on the middle, so pulls over some vessels and Valkyries to kill the observers. Got some shuttles here on the left side. He doesn't quite know where the Valkyries are. He's gonna fly into them by accident. So the shuttles have gone down. He did unload the Templar, but the Templar died as it unloaded. So yeah, just a lot of action happening non-stop, all over the place, left and right, top and bottom side. We're never given a moment to just sit and relax. At least I'm not. I gotta just keep on talking and keep on talking and keep on talking as these two players are going at it. Fists bared, bangs bared, knocking on each other's faces with their fists. Of that, this is going pretty well for Brain. Already on level 3 weapon attack, level 2 armor. Don't think I've ever seen anyone get maxed out attack upgrades at 16 minutes into a game before. This is pretty much the fastest level 3 attack on tanks I've ever seen. And 458 is still only on 111 for his gateway units. He's lagging behind, but 222 is finishing up very soon. And he's in a situation where he feels he cannot afford to get carriers anymore. About 12 Valkyries there flying in the air. 4, 4, 5, 8 hunting down shuttles, getting stormed by a straggling High Templar. I really like that Brain is just playing so aggressive and proactive. And his micro is so damn good. I've said it before, but it's so damn good. So the Valkyries split up in 2 directions to hunt for shuttles, but shuttles are nowhere to be seen. Got a pretty good gateway army there in the choke. Gonna move out and start moving across the map. A couple more mines gonna get placed all over the map. It's just always placing mines. Tanks in the middle, sieging up. Oh, such a great position to siege up. Has to dodge the storms though, because most of the tanks are on low HP. The ones in the back are not. The ones in the front are low HP for sure. Override pushing across the map, kills that large chunk of tanks, and now he's gonna march into that front door. A couple of vultures and tanks there are sieging up and placing mines. This army, ooh, the defensive matrix on the tank in the front. It's gonna stop the push for now, and these tanks here on the bottom side are actually just a little bit too far away to contribute to the fighting. But I do think the tanks here in the choke and the zealots should be enough to make sure the dragoons are not gonna break through. 458 is trying, but nothing at the moment is really working. He's getting carrier capacity upgrade, getting air armor, air attack, getting observer upgrades as well. Whereas Brain is mostly focused on getting tank and marine upgrades. Where's the engineering bay? I'm like, there's level 1 or 2 infantry armor on the way. Damn. He doesn't even have any barracks at the moment. But he's still getting armor upgrades, probably for his SCVs. I like that. I never thought of just getting upgrades for the SCVs or something, because he doesn't have Marines, doesn't have Ghosts. Only the SCVs would benefit from the upgrades, and he's still getting the upgrades. I like it. I like it. So, the raids, he's just scanning all over the place. As he's scanning everywhere and keeps finding the shuttles. I don't think a single shuttle has made it through across the map in the past 5 minutes. this is just insane levels of aggression. We got carriers on the way, 9 in total. Tanks dodging the storm. Dodging more storms, although he does kill the vultures eventually. That one shuttle gonna try to unload. Oh, he's gonna fly across the map. Raids are gonna hunt it down, but it's already too far away. Does he have anything here back at home to take down the shuttle? No, he does not. Does have some turrets there, but the turrets might be enough, might not be enough, not sure. What's more important is that these tanks are breaking down the choke and threatening 458 quite heavily. It looks like the shuttle and the Corsair went down, probably empty. Carriers are finishing up. We don't have any Goliaths here yet. Goliaths are not in production. It looks like Brain doesn't know, although he just scanned the entire backside there, so he knows that carriers have finished up. More raids are on the way. Just stormed a large ball of raids to death. Only 2 of them are still alive. Thanks to the front sieging up. This is brutal pushing from Brain. I don't think he's given 458 a moment to breathe since exactly 12 minutes into the game. Now mines being placed there on the rallying point. There's no observers in the front. The robotics have lost their power, I think. Opinons finishes up to repower them. Observers are on the way because he needs observers against those raids, and the raids are attacking the carriers. Storms on the raids, and the raids are dodging that storm, pulls back, so he goes towards the cannons where the raids cannot fight. Courses in the air, absolutely demolishing and destroying the raids. Now the tanks are unprotected against the carriers. Is he gonna make Goliaths, or is he just gonna stay with the raid? And yeah, 13 Goliaths have been queued up. He's switching over into Goliaths. The carriers are pushing back here though. Raids are balling up on the middle. SCVs are returning back home. Tanks unsieged and are retreating. No point in losing them if you can keep them alive. That is what Brain is thinking. Gotta keep those tanks alive. And while he's doing all that, he's once again placing more mines on the map. You can see almost the entire map with just the mines he's been placing all over. Raids on the bottom side. Tanks are retreating. Observers on the middle. Courses in the air. Goliaths on the ground. Goliaths are meeting the carriers. Carriers are running away. Carriers are microing away. Zealots on the Logon, though, are making it a little bit difficult for the Goliaths to really focus on the carriers. The tanks have moved in to take care of the Zealots. Now the raids are on the hunt there to take down the carriers. Carriers are getting taken down really, really quick. Oh, 458 just made a mistake. The courses were too far away from home. The carriers left unprotected, and the courses are arriving, and the raids are flying away. Raids are still alive. Courses are going into the base, and the carriers are moving over the left side, trying to open up a hole there inside of Bahrain's defenses. Raids are staying away. Interceptors are taking turret fire. Bahrain is now pushing here on the front. We got Zealots, Dragoons, and whatever on the way to try and defend against this. Bahrain is playing on 2 fronts at the same time. And now, carriers have to retreat back home, but the raids are on the hunt. So 458 has to be really, really vigilant in making sure that the Corsairs never leave the carriers alone. A lot of raids there on the hunt. Raids cannot fight against even that small a number of Corsairs, but the Goliaths can. Tanks are pushing forward. Goliaths are pushing forward as well. Oh no, the carriers are getting cut out alone. Oh, the carriers are getting taken down. Oh, that's 1. Well, that's 2. He's gonna get number 3. He's just committing to it. Oh, he killed all the carriers. Now the raids are... Well, the raids die as well, but they've done their job. Well, now we have a couple of tanks that are still in the base. All the Zealots are still rallied to the front. He's making 5 new carriers. Got some Dark Templars on the way as well. The Goliaths that did their job against the carriers are joining the front. Tanks are kind of a low HP, mostly because they've been getting stormed quite a bit. More raids on the way from across the map. Brain almost playing on 400 APM. He's actually trying his hardest. And 458 calls GG. He knows he lost it. He doesn't have enough time to finish the carriers. And all the gateway units that keep spawning are not enough to push this group of Goliaths and tanks and vultures and the raids out of his base. So really beautiful game there from Brain. And game number 1 wins it really convincingly. Like, he just decided at some point, I'm not gonna sit here any longer, I'm just gonna go and attack. And I don't really see Terrans just decide to attack with an unfinished base 12 minutes in. Usually they wait a little bit longer, but Brain is just like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just do it. If he hasn't hurt me yet, I might as well just go and go hard and keep up the pressure. I never see anyone else be capable of exerting that much pressure as Brain. He just finds a way. He just does it somehow. So let's get back into game number 2. Brain against 458. Got Brain here on the magenta pink Terran and 458 on the blue Protoss on the other side of the map. So once again, it is a little bit of a cross-map situation, but it isn't really a full-out cross-map game. Score is 1 win for Brain, no wins for 458. What is 458 gonna do this time? 458 needs to change his game plan if he wants to beat Brain. Because last game, Brain handled everything 458 threw at him like a master. Made no mistakes, did everything right, out-microed and out-macroed 458 on every single front and aspect of the game. Brain's execution is as clean as can be. It doesn't get much cleaner than this. 458 goes for a Nexus first once again. Brain does not go for the command center first. He doesn't feel like he's gonna get lucky again. There's gonna be triple barracks before command center, before gas, before supply depot. He's gonna scout with N1 SCV and hopefully find 458's choke either right next to him or close to him, so that it will allow him to rush with Marine SCV. But he probably... Is he gonna scout the entire base or just choke? That's the question. Because cannons are on the way there in the front, and the SV hasn't found the cannons yet. Which means his Marine is gonna walk in the wrong direction, whereas the SCV is gonna arrive exactly where it has to be, but without Marine support. And Marine support is the one thing you need to fight and hurt the cannons before they finish. So he goes the wrong way. He is assuming 458 is not here on the 11 o'clock spawn location, so Brain there making a little bit of a brain mistake. He thought wrong. Doesn't happen often, but the calculations in his brain just didn't go the right way. And now 458 has cannons in the choke, and Brain's attempt to rush didn't really yield any results. So he's gonna keep this probe on the side, doesn't want to lose it. He's waiting for a moment to sneak in, but I don't think he's gonna find that moment. Yeah, he sees the Marines once again, turns around. Better to just keep that probe off on the side. He's gonna try again though. He's really just waiting for the Marines to leave. But the Marines are the bouncers and he's not gonna let them into the club. He's not gonna let him in. So double gas is finished up. Cybercore is finished as well. Other robotics coming in the front. Interesting configuration here from 458. Placing one cannon right there on the side, 2 cannons in the front, and the robots are going to be in this nice little box. So command center number 1 there on the way for Brain. Double command center build order. He's stopped producing Marines for a little while, getting an academy, getting double gas as well, and there's a factory also already on the way. So Brain is once again going to play this one rather defensively, but he might try to make some proactive moves to intercept the shuttle, just like he did in the previous game. Although in the previous game, instead of shuttles, oops, hiccup, instead of shuttles, he was met by Dragoons. I don't think 458 will go for Dragoons again, because he's got double robo, no Dragoon range on the way, and no Dragoons in production. He's switching back to the build order I think he's better at, and that is the build order of shuttle drops without the Dragoons coming before it. just straight into shuttle drops. He might go for Zealot speed. Oh, there's a fight breaking out. Gets behind the Marines. Marines microing away there, though. And that Zealot is caught between. Oh, blocks it. Again. Brain just knows how to block units just in time. I really don't see anyone else do that. Blocking with units. It's a rare thing to see, but when it works, it's beautiful. Well, Double Reaver on the way, some Zealots on the way as well. Getting 5 gateways. No Zealot speed on the way. Does have shuttle speed on the way. Getting a 3rd Nexus. Getting a 3rd Robo. I don't see a Templar's Archive yet, but he can afford one. So this is going to be a Templar's Archive right there. There it is. Templar's Archive. Brain is going for 5 barracks. Got level 1 attacker on the way. Siege and tank also being researched. Getting some turrets on the left side. Nothing on the bottom side yet. There's no choke yet. He's really relying on having a large ball of Marines. And he's very confident in his Marine micro to make sure this is going to work. Though we got the Reaver there in the front. Catches him off guard. Oh no, loses a couple. Doesn't do any return damage. Zealots are going for the turret, but there's a little bit too much of them tanks and Marines. Kills the turret. Gonna fly forward. Lulls the Reaver. Oh, Brain gets on top of the shuttle, but the Reavers all got taken down. Well, I mean, the Reavers do stay alive, but the Marines get taken down. Although one Reaver went down, one shuttle went down, the Scarab there explodes on the Marines. The tank in the back goes down. And now it's 2 Marines against 2 Zealots. This is looking pretty bad for Brain. More Marines are arriving on the scene. The medics are keeping the Marine alive indefinitely. So, he does survive that attack, but only having 5 Marines left is not looking too great. Has no choke, no tanks, a couple Marines, 41 SCVs. Not looking great for Brain. But if someone can do it, it is Brain. Although, right there with the shuttle, finds the hole, goes in, flies over, shuttle stays alive, Reaver is inside, arrives on the scene, Reaver unloads, SCVs are running right into the Reaver Scarab, but don't explode. Oh, it explodes after all. Kills about 10 or maybe 11. Usually, when a Scarab is out for that long, it no longer explodes, but Brain got a little bit lucky there, and the Scarab still explodes. So Brain, now in pretty bad shape, on 35 SCVs against 60 probes, and a 4 of 8 that looks pretty strong. Triple Robo, and 5 gateways, 2 more on the way, getting 2 more forges for more upgrades. Level 1 attack is being researched there for the Zealots. We got the Zealot speed there also starting up. And Templar Storm for the Templars. Finished up. Got an Observatory Ori on the way. Brain is in some trouble. Still no choke in the front. Doesn't feel he needs one, but it does look like he might need one. So Brain making a couple of judgmental mistakes this game. And 458 is taking advantage of every single one of them. Goes to show that 458 really is the Protoss final boss. Comes in there, relocates and realigns his shuttles. Nothing in the front to defend. There's a couple of Marines and tanks on the side, starts unloading on top of everything. He's just gonna go and try to kill everything he can. Storms on the Marines. Marines are having trouble dodging. They're kind of stuck in between the barracks. Storms on more. Storms on everything he can. Zealots there hunting things down. Does he still have more storms? Nope. He ran out of storms. Morphing into Archons. And it looks like Brain defended that one pretty well. Still do lose about 12 Marines and 2 tanks. But, you know, a successful defense is a successful defense. But he's still 30 workers down on his opponent. And his opponent also has 50 more supply. More gateways, more production. 458 is filling his entire base out really, really fast. He's focused to the extreme. He's focused to the extreme. Shuttle's getting loaded up. Brain scans the entire base. Sees the shuttle's getting loaded up. Knows he has to prepare. Shuttle's now coming across the top side. Brain starts realigning or relocating and setting up his defense. He knows he cannot fail He cannot be allowed to fail, because if he fails, 458 will win the game. Starts unloading, they're on the side, starts getting closer towards the SCVs. SCVs are running away. Oh, he's storming everything there on the back. Kills a lot of Marines. Templar inside the shuttle, storms, kills 4. Lucky break, but does he still have more? There's still another Templar in there? Nope, nothing left in that shuttle. The turrets on the side are getting taken down. 458 now on double the supply. Another drop there comes in. Marines might not be in the right position to intercept as he starts relocates just in time. Starts shooting on the shuttles. Shuttles are unloading. Templars are everywhere. Zealots are everywhere. Templars next to the SCVs. Templar storms on the SCVs. And this is it. This is it. This is it. 32 SCV kills and gets 3 more. Brain knows that's the game, calls GG and leaves. And 458 with a very strong and solid execution of what, in my opinion, is the build order he is the very best at. Nexus, Gateway, Forge, Triple Robo, non-stop drops. Nobody else does it as good as he does. And this proves it, that sometimes not even Brain can successfully defend against that non-stop drop attack from 458. Once again, it's beautifully done. Which makes the score 1 win for both players, which means we're going to go to game number 3 between Brain and 458. So let's load it up. So yeah, Brain played good micro-wise, but his judgment seemed to be a little bit off. So I guess sometimes even Brain misreads the opponent. Even Brain, the best player in the world on the fastest map, makes those mistakes. So 458 got the better of him, but now I'm sure that the 458 isn't exactly planning on letting Brain make a comeback. I'm sure 458 really wants to keep up the pressure and wants to really show that he is the one Protoss god that we all should be worshipping. Do we worship the Brain, or do we worship the 458? Looks like a very standard opening from both players, although it does look like a command center first there from Brain, which is actually not that standard, but given he's done it before in this series, it might be a standard opening for him, because as I've said before, this guy knows how to micro, we've seen it, this guy really knows how to micro and control his units, and it looks like he's that confident in his micro, he's going to do it again. But 458 here has a little surprise for him. He's going for double gateway. And he's going to scout the wrong direction. Which is actually pretty good for Brain, because now Brain... Well, it might also be bad for Brain, because now Brain does not know that 458 is right next to him. But 458 also does not know that Brain is right next to him, and 458 also does not know that Brain started off with a command center first. The gateways are going to be finishing up very soon. We got the barracks on the way there for Brain. So, you know, this is just a little bit of luck. But 458 just went the wrong way, which works in Brain's favor, and it kind of doesn't work out too well for 458 himself. 458 got the next there on the way. Zealots in production. Finally finds where Brain is located on the map. And Brain also himself moving out with that SCV and scouts the right direction. Right? No, he goes the wrong way as well. So both players going the wrong way on their first scouting attempts. The probe there doing a little bit of probe harassment. We've got a Marine on the way to defend. And double Zealot there marching across through the pathway to start abusing his opponent. Got a gas block there with a pylon, which means he has to kill the pylon or he has to make a second refinery in order to use that one refinery he already has under construction. Marines there trying to micro away from the Zealots and does so successfully. That's a successful SCV wall. And as I said before, Brain's micro is so damn good. Although now the Marines... Oh! Oh my god. That precise control. It's so damn good. It's so... He cancelled the refinery. Because he needed money for a bunker. Because he pulled Marines off the... He pulled SCVs off the minerals. Which means less minerals. Which means he needed the minerals from the refinery. So he cancelled it so he could build a bunker. And the bunker keeps him alive there in the back. And now he builds double refinery. Wow. His thinking process and his accuracy with the micro. I like this so much. I just cannot get enough of this. I really wish Brain would share his own replays. So we could have a lot more of this beautiful fastest map gameplay. Like even just in the first 4 minutes, I'm already like, damn, this guy's good. Damn. Because nobody else does it quite like Brain does. So 458 there finally gets found there by the SCV. He got double gasser in the back, going for triple nexus. Got 2 cannons there coming up in the front, and a cybercore being warped in there next to his nexus. The zealots are still kind of just dancing back and forth, but the bunker gives Brain just enough protection against those zealots. Got a factory there on the way, building it like a wall. Like this is gonna be like a wall. It's gonna make it even harder for the zealots to attack. Academy on the way, more depots being built on the side. Brain is still pretty small. We got a Robo coming in there in the front. SFV still running in circles there inside of 458's main base. Keeps on getting information, but it only needs 1 more hit before it goes down. He's going for triple gas in the back, going for 5 cannons in the front. Brain's now a little bit on the offensive, pushing those zealots out of the base. Getting a second factor in the front. Both players on about even amounts of workers. I'm gonna try to stop the factory. Well, the SCV moved to the other side, so let's just go for the Marines instead. Let's try to finish. Oh, he's gonna leave the base. He's gonna leave. Stim is on the way, almost finished up. Triple Robo there in the front from 458. Brain is now on the hunt, chasing down those zealots. He doesn't quite know how many cannons there are in the front. It's 4 cannons, 2 pylons. Citadel of a Dune and support bay on the way there on the bottom side of 458's pylon row. Brain is not gonna get through, but Brain might try to at least kill the zealots. For now, he's just gonna stand there in the front. This is a stare down. Whoever flinches first loses. So 1 more factory and a engineering bay on the way. Engineering bay, factory, starport, engineering bay. So 2 more engineering bays. Didn't get the time to build those yet. So Brain really had to push himself to the max to survive that 2 gateway early pressure. It just really shows how vulnerable a Terran is going for a command center first. Oh, gonna build turrets everywhere at the same time, but 458 beats him to it. Unload some zealots there to kill the SCVs bowling the turrets. Got 3 Marines fighting against 4 zealots. Oh, that's a bad fight for the Marines. So the SCVs, they are now under attack. Brain is retreating all of his Marines back to his own base. Got double tank there in the front as well. 1 zealot there fighting against a filled up bunker. So yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. He killed 1 turret, about 2-3 Marines. Maybe 1-2 zealots or SCVs. Although now Reaver frontal zealot attack. Oh, the tank in the back. Oh, the split. Oh, the split on the Marines. Oh, yeah. Come on, get out of there. Oh, he scanned on the high ground. He doesn't get the shuttle, though. Stays alive on 9 HP. And both Reavers stay alive. That was... Oh, the scan, though. That scan on the high ground to try and chase it down. That was beautiful. Gonna try to fly over the top side, but there's turrets in between, so the shuttle probably won't get to unload a Reaver. Unloads both Reavers. I was wrong. Starts killing the Marines. Marines are coming in. Marines are splitting up. Firebats on the scenes. Firebats are doing most of the work. And oh, the Marines do go down, but the Firebats do take down the Reaver. But now a tank drop there coming up on 458. Kills a lot of those probes. 14. What? 28. 28 probe kills. Beautiful counterattack. Beautiful counterattack. This is looking really grim for 458. He's on a lower supply than Brain, but drop comes in. Brain is caught slipping. Going straight for the... Oh, gotta pick up the Reaver first. There's nothing here. Oh, SCVs are running to safety. SCVs are running towards the Scarabs. Scarabs are shooting. Scarabs are not gonna explode there, though. Scarab explodes, kills a couple, kills 14. One more Scarab here on a chase, gets stuck. Whoa. Okay, the SCVs kill the Reaver. So this game really is going back and forth. Brain there made a mistake. Brain was not paying attention. Oh, he had one or more. What? Where did that one come from? He had one more Reaver in the back. And it killed some Marines, not some SCVs. So he's still on 44 SCVs. Maybe he killed 2 more SCVs. So he killed about 16 in total. A lot of drop. Once again, gets in, flies into the Marines, dodges the Marines. Marines can't keep up. Oh, 458. Oh my god. Killing the Marines. Finds his way in. Oh, Reaver loads right next to the SCV. Scarab is on the hunt. There's nothing in the air to kill it. There's a Valkyrie on the scene there. Though the SCVs are gonna survive. Reaver shoots a Scarab. Scarab, oh, kills even more. There's 37 SCVs left alive. Oh my god, this game is brutal. So much is happening only the first 10 minutes. Reaver there in the corner. Oh no! Oh my god. Kill all the Marines. Oh my god, this is brutal. And here we have tanks on the high ground killing the cannons here on the low ground. He even unloaded a tank here to kill those 3 cannons. I assume he's going to keep on doing that. But both players are just going at it. They're defending and attacking at the same time. Drop comes in from the top side. What does he have inside? There's still a Zealot there on the top. Reaver's unloading once again. Oh no. Gonna try to micro it. Unloads it. SVs are too far away from home. Reavers are shooting at everything they can. He's pulling tanks back home. Unloads both tanks. Tanks are shooting on the Reavers. Reavers still alive. Sieges up the tanks. Tanks are... Oh, kills the Reaver just before the Reaver can shoot on the SCVs. Gotta repair these 2 as well. But this is some of the wackiest action I've seen before 10 minutes, or well, 11 minutes now. But I thought Brain got himself into the lead, but he got caught slipping. And then 458 just kept up the attack with non-stop Reaver shuttle drops and kept on hurting Brain so badly. But Brain is still alive somehow. Not sure how, but he's alive, that's for sure. Oh. The beautiful dropship shuttle mating dance, but in the end it looks like the dropship got out victorious. Though there's Reavers killing the tank, beautifully done. So we're on 82 probes against 50 SCVs. We already have carriers on the way there, intercepting capacity being researched. 458 just knows that this is a game where he definitely needs carriers if he wants to survive against the hill tank push onto his probes. He's not going to allow Brain to push from this hill. He's trying to, but the fact that he killed Brain's SCVs is giving him so much more time to get all the Stargates and carriers up and start attacking over the bottom side. A drop is coming in over the top side there though. So double shuttle. There's some Marines and turrets in between and a barrack on the high ground. Not sure if this one is going to go in that far, although the Marines are... Okay, he's going in. Reavers unloading once again. Reavers are shooting once again, killing most of the Marines once again. Scarabs blowing, Scarabs showing, Scarabs going, and bam! Kills almost everything there in the corner. But the Goliaths do come in to save the day. Splits them up just to be sure. So yeah, just the Marines went down, but that was once again a pretty good fight. A lot of small but very good fights so far this game. 56 SCVs there for Brain on the minerals and the gas. 97 for 458, that might be a little bit too much. He's still producing some probes. So I think we can expect him to throw away about 24 a little bit later into the game. But until then, his army is going to be a little bit smaller than he would want it to be. Just a little bit smaller. A couple of carriers are finished up. He's got... I've been holding my glass in my hand, so let me just drink something. Delicious. Okay. It's gonna be carriers escorting some shuttles into Brain's base. Brain has turrets, Valkyries there on the side. Dropships loading. Dropships going. Dropships retreating. Shuttles go. Oh no, Brain. Brain. Pull those SCVs to safety. Reaver on the scene. Reaver shoots on the tanks. There's tanks even further away as well. Zealots are on top of everything they can be. Start moving on to the tanks. Oh, this is looking pretty grim. Once again, Brain finds himself in a precarious situation, and 458 finds himself in a really good situation. Though it looks like the Reaver died to the SCV. Reaver died to the SCV. Didn't think I'd ever see that one happening, but the SCV killed the Reaver. But there's Zealots in the back, killing everything. Units are being pulled back. Oh, brutal stuff. Brain is really being pushed to the actual limits. I think that at this point, anyone else would have already died to 458's attacks. But Brain somehow has found a way to barely survive every single time. We're slowly getting more carriers from 458. He's got about 7 at the moment. 8 at the moment. Getting a lot of Corsairs as well. The Corsairs do amazingly well against those Valkyries. Valkyries are... He doesn't have a lot of them. Only 4 of them. 5 of them. Well, 4 of them. He's mostly making Goliaths. Only has 1 starport. You can really see that we're 15 minutes in, and Brain's base is still this small. Does have a lot of turrets, got all the armories, but his base is pretty small. 458 realizing he's got too many probes, gonna throw at least 12 away. Maybe even a couple more. Maybe even a couple more. There's nothing in the front, so the probes aren't gonna kill the supply depot. I don't think I've ever seen workers kill as much as they do this game. They're gonna kill a supply depot. Wow. Okay, so a fight breaks out. Got shuttles coming in, unloading some units behind the hill. It's Zealots. We've got Corsairs hunting down the Valkyries. We've got carriers killing pretty much everything they can, mostly the tanks on the high ground. Zealots are going for the turrets on the low ground. Corsairs in the back have killed the Valkyries. Carriers in the front are killing the tanks on the high ground, and have done so successfully as well. And the same goes for those Zealots, just focusing on those turrets. But the tanks on the low ground take care of the Zealots. And all the Valkyries, all the Corsairs I mean, all the Corsairs have gone down as well. So now, 458 opened up some supply space to build a couple more carriers. He's got 8 at the moment, and he wants to have 11. Also getting the classic orthodox shield battery spam just outside of the range of tanks that will be on the high ground. 458 really perfectly knows how to play against the hill tank push. I've seen so many Protoss players die against the hill tank push, but 458 is handling it like an actual master. 458 has leveled up so much in 2022. He really has become the #1 Protoss, in my opinion. Comes in, flies into the Goliath. There's too many shuttles to take down for the Goliath, so he goes straight for the SCVs. Brain is messing up the storm dodge, loses his SCVs to the storms. How many did he lose? Oh, the wrong one. I clicked on the wrong one, but he lost about 20 at least. I think he had 69, now down to 48. So even Brain makes mistakes. Even Brain makes mistakes. He fucked up the SCV pool and couldn't properly dodge the storm, so he's pretty broke. His army is not maxed out. Some Goliaths on the middle there caught out alone, but Brain responds to it immediately and target fires on the carrier, which forces 458 to use his Zealots, but he moves the Goliaths to safety. So much attention to detail. So much attention to detail. So the tanks are going down. He's putting new tanks on the high ground, but they also go down. Zealots coming in with a small frontal attack. Some Goliaths getting pulled across. Brain is just playing all out. Brain is just actually forced to try the hardest he's ever tried in his entire life. 458 is definitely pushing him to the limits. I cannot see the upgrades on the 2-2, so I assume level... He's got 2-2-2 for his air. 2 shield, 2 armor, 2 weapon, and level 3 for each of them is on the way. Shuttles there unloading. Brain has level 2 attack, 2 armor for his mech. Storm's on the side there, trying to kill as much as he can. Kills the tanks there as well. Carriers are trying to open up a path, but not quite succeeding because there are so many Goliaths free firing on the interceptors in the back. So yeah, mostly Goliath defense. Cannot afford the Valkyries. It's back on 68 SCVs. So he's recovering. Oh no, drop comes in. Oh no, Brain did not notice a drop coming in. He's dodging with the SCVs. There are those who he noticed probably just in time. He's got triple Templar, Templar storming everywhere, but not killing that much. Brain dodging into 3 different directions, saved most of his SCVs, has 66 still alive. There's still 1 Templar there. Templar storms, Templar kills a couple. Yeah, I think he got about 8 SCV kills in total. Nothing disastrous, nothing to worry about. 66 of them are still operational. But Brain has 62 minerals. 458 has 11,000. 11,000. Those 3 Goliaths are still alive. Put them into a pretty good position to maybe intercept shuttles when the shuttles do come over the left side. But we have Zealots going about, moving around to kill the Goliaths once and for all. And then, carriers once again trying to open up a path here on the bottom corner, aiming for the structures in the air, aiming for the tanks on the high ground. He just does not want to let Brain control the hill, which is difficult to do because there's so many turrets, so many Goliaths behind the hill that 458 is kind of just killing what is on the hill, retreating to rebuild his interceptors because he's losing interceptors pretty much non-stop. We finally have some Valkyries on the way as well for Brain. Getting the final tank upgrades as well. Level 3 weapon just finished up. Level 2 armor is on the way. His air upgrades are also being researched. Level 1 armor for air. Soon level 2. Doesn't have a lot of factories. He's got, well, 7. He's got all about 11. Oh, drop comes in. Oh, Brain notices. Gonna try to snipe the shuttles out of the air with target firing. And they do all die. But the Templar storming on the Goliaths take down most of the Goliaths. And the Zealots are finishing the job. The Zealots are... yeah, almost finished the job. Almost finished the job. This line of shield batteries and cannons is placed just perfectly. Perfectly spaced. I think if you unload a tank right here on the edge, I'm not sure if the cannon can hit it. I think the cannon range is to about here. We're gonna see when he unloads this. Yep, I'm right. The cannon range is to about here. Oh, EMPs on the carriers. Valkyries coming in to finish them off. Tanks are shooting down the cannons. Goliaths, they're in the back protecting the tanks as well. Carriers, ooh, taking a lot of damage. But the Valkyries overshoot into the cannons. The shield batteries are restoring the shield. So now it's time for the carriers to go right back in. Now that the shields are back, it's like nothing ever hit them at all. Well, okay. A couple of carriers are going down. You lost one of them. Another one as well, so 10 carriers still alive. More dropships arriving on the other half, but immediately retreating because he just lost all of his SCVs while I wasn't paying attention to the SCVs. Not even Brain noticed. Oh, not even Brain noticed. Oh, Brain is now in the worst imaginable position he could possibly be. 115 supply, which means he has a big army, but only 31 SCVs, which is not great. He doesn't have a lot of gas either, and he needs gas to build units, so this is the worst situation possible for Brain. He does have 4 command centers, so we can recover somewhat fast. Another drop there comes in over the bottom left corner. Brain knows it's coming. Brain tries to target fire. Shuttles are staying alive for a little bit too long. Shuttles arriving on the scene. SCVs are running away. Templar unloads. Templar going to storm whatever they can. Misses the storm any SCVs there though, but kills some tanks. And Brain unloads his own tanks here to make sure that he can kill the Zealots and the Templars. But most of the SCVs did stay alive. I think he killed about 3 or 4 on the gas, but everything else stayed alive. Whew. This is the sweatiest game of not just Brain's life, but my life as well. 458 is absolutely destroying. But Brain is hanging on. He's hanging on by one finger, holding on to the edge of a cliff, desperately hoping, desperately trying not to fall off. And so far, he has been succeeding. Although 458 throws away another 12 probes, so that's going to open up a little bit more supply space. Maybe going to go for Arbiters, maybe going to go for slightly bigger drops. A lot of Corsairs once again have been built to take care of Valkyries, but I don't see any Valkyries except those 3. Did he fly in another? He flew in on a drop. Oh my god, this guy is dropping faster than even I can keep up with. Shuttle does not unload the Templar. Oh, he's just playing faster than my crappy eyesight can keep up with. The drops just keep on coming, and they just keep on coming, and they keep on coming. Another one comes in, target fires, unloads the Templars. Templars gonna storm on the Goliath, snipes one Templar, dodges the storms mostly. Carriers are killing everything they can. The turrets are not safe. Wait, one Templar is still alive. Well, not for long. It's gonna get taken down. But yeah, Brain is being pushed, being punished, being tested. Brain is having the most difficult time of his life, and me too. I'm having trouble keeping up. My small brain has trouble keeping up with these big brain plays from both these players. Both players are just playing too fast and too good. So he's back on 58 SCVs. Goliath's target firing on the carriers themselves. One carrier goes down. Corsairs hunting down the Valkyries, but there's too much anti-air behind the hill for the Corsairs to stay alive in. But now a drop comes in while he's distracting on the bottom side. SCV's running to safety, starts unloading the Zealots and the Templars. Everything is here on the scene. This is going to be a bloody, or the storm doesn't quite do it. But the Zealots, now the Zealots are killing some stuff. The Zealots are doing a great job in killing some stuff. There's still one Templar inside the shield on the top corner. So let's see how long that one stays alive. Brain is keeping his SCVs away for now, although he might have pulled back a little bit too soon. Templar does not unload. Corsairs here, though, have killed the Valkyries. Another drop comes in. Brain target fires on the shuttles. One shuttle there, though, gets... Oh, the Templar storms. Templar kills 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, he's moving forward. Going to try to take down the command center. They're in the back. Target fires on it. Brain starts to repair it. He's target firing on the carriers as well to try and kill the carriers before the command center goes down. Command center goes dangerously low, but it's going to stay alive. Or is it going to go down? It stays alive. Stays alive. Now a drop comes in. Over the top left. Brain. 4 of 8 is just never stopping. He's always going. Comes in, Templar. Templar gets taken down. Templar gets taken down. Yeah, baby. That's what I like to see. Anyway, so we've got 10 carriers on the way there for 458. 2 already finished up. A couple of settlers are moving to the front door to take care of at least some units. Got a nice proxy gateway base, because his base here at home is too small to fit all those gateways into this little section. There's not enough room. The zealots in the front there, though, do kill some stuff. And the drop there comes in over the bottom right. Starts to unload. Shuttle gets taken down. Brain not gonna slip up anymore. It misses the storm as well. A little bit of cute micro there happening. Trying to push forward onto the cannons. 2 carriers defending. Gets a couple more Goliaths on the scene. Does look like it does look like everything gets taken down just within time. He doesn't have level 3 armor over ground yet. So he's on 3-2. He simply forgot to get the final upgrade. Or he could not afford it. Same for 458 level 2 weapon attack. So both players uncharacteristically forgetting an upgrade. Forgetting an upgrade, not something I've seen him do a whole lot. But now we've got the huge carrier army, 12 carriers, ready to fight once again, ready to strike, full HP, fresh off the press. But the brain has recovered. 81 SCVs, soon to be on maxed out supply. Forced to pull back here though, against the carriers, a drop comes in. Rates are in between. Shuttle is gonna go through. Brain is not noticing. Tempos are there, Templar storms everywhere. Templar hits everything, down to 21 right after he recovered, loses 60 SCVs. Everything he had on the minerals is dead and gone. And he's got no money left to survive, left to defend, left to reproduce. All of the units he's now gonna lose. So the carriers in the air are striking, and they're striking hard. Well, he's just gonna dance back and forth a little bit with those 12 carriers. Kill as much as he can, because killing anything at this point in the game is a death sentence for Brain. So the Zealots there getting in between the factories. The Goliaths are trying to micro backwards, trying to stay alive, trying to do as much damage as they can. But this is not going to be enough, because he simply doesn't have enough. He's trying to make the most of it. The carriers are retreating, rebuilding their interceptors. He's got 4 Goliaths, 2 tanks, and nothing else to defend. Nothing else here back at home. More units are spawning though, but the carriers... Oh yeah, 458 knows it's over, and Brain calls GG, and that means we have 2 wins on the board for 458, and only a single win on the board for Brain. Brain is losing. Brain is losing. Just let me grab a drink, because I've been at it for over an hour, so I'm just gonna pause for a second. You won't notice though, but I'll be right back. And I'm back. It's been like, I'd say 5 minutes, just to get something to drink, you know, take a rest, recover my voice a little bit. Okay. Game number 4. Is this game going to be 458's win? And is he gonna win this best of 5? Or are we gonna get a Brain win and see the score equal up at 2 wins for both players? Got 458 on the top right corner, and Brain on the top left corner. So a little switcheroo of both spots from game number 2, now in game number 4. So yeah, the previous 3 games have been some of the hypest games I think you can find on the channel. I mean, this is the second set between Brain and 458 that I have on the channel. The second one. And so far, I think this is one of the hypest, best sets, aside from Lucky Back against Mong and Brain against Mong, and Lucky Back against Brain. I think those sets, I mean, they pretty much involve Brain all around. But, like, whenever you get Brain or Mong in a best of 5 or best of 7, you are going to get absolutely amazing games. Now, add 458 to the equation, and you get absolute madness. And in my opinion, this set so far has been absolute madness. Madness. I tell you, I have not enjoyed casting a set as much as this for quite some months. I think this is legitimately the most fun I've had casting. This is just really, really good for my mental state. Amazing stuff. Okay, so we've got 4 of 8 going for the Nexus Gateway into a choke. Well, Nexus Forge, Choke Pylon, and Gateway Cannon in the front. That's the correct order. And Brain, once again, so 3 games out of the 4, he went for Command Center first, into Triple Barracks, into whatever comes next. I mean, most likely, it's going to be a gas. Most likely, it's going to be an Academy. But, you know, maybe something else is going to happen. Maybe not. Both players scouting. 4 of 8 in the wrong direction. Brain also in the wrong direction. Both players just going the wrong way. Kind of happened in most games. In most games, we've seen both players scouting the wrong direction. And, you know, we haven't really seen a lot of early game fighting or early game action as a result. Because if you don't know where your opponent is, you of course can't attack. You of course can't read what they're doing if you don't get that probe or SCV into their base. So Cybercore on the way there for 458, Academy on the way there for Brain. On a single gas, we're going to see a factory before the stim, or maybe stim before factory. That's one of the few details that players most of the time do like switching around. Going for stim before going for factory. Now, I noticed something here, that in all of the previous 3 games, 458 went for a 3rd cannon right here, but this time around he's going for 2 cannons and there's not a 3rd one. I hope for 458 that missing that 3rd cannon is not going to give Brain the information he wants on whether Brain can break through or not. Medics have finished up, Stim finishing up very soon as well. He's going for 5 barracks, engineering bay. There's no factory on the way yet. He's going for something funky. He's going to try to break through. He's going to try to break through with 5 barracks. He's going for something completely different. Is it going to work though? 458 is moving out. He's walking right into the Marines. Oh no! The Zealots are getting taken down. Oh, this is a disaster. Losing the 1 Zealot, that is a deal breaker. 458 is going to try to get cannons and gateways up in time. But will it be in time? No, it will not be. He's going in. Zealots are getting taken down. Cannons are doing a lot of work there, but the Zealots get taken down way too fast, and the Marines are on top of the cannon. You got 3 medics are in the mix. Cannons have been taken down, having trouble getting on top of the final cannon, but gets on top of it eventually. Got 3 more cannons are on the way, going to take down a cannon, and now 458 is in trouble. The 1 cannon there made the difference. It really just sealed the deal, and Brain saw it, he knew it, and he went right for it. So now, everything here in the front is going to get taken down. There's a chance for Brain to move into the backside, but he wants to kill the robots before the Reavers finish. Reaver finishes up, kills it, catches it, moves to the backside. He knows that he doesn't have to worry about anything anymore now that the shuttle is dead and the Reaver is gone. Moves to the backside. There's probes there in the back trying to defend. The cannons are finishing up very soon, but not yet. He's going to have to kill them really quick. The probes are coming up forward. Ooh, no, 458, you are in trouble. 458, you done fucked up. Cannon in the back there finishes up. Probes are keeping the Marines away. Zealots are finishing up as well. They have Zealot legs, so they're going to chase down the Marines. Marines are pulling back a little bit. More Marines are on the way from across the map. Reavers finish up there from the side, kills a couple of Marines, and saves the day. Splits up the Marines, though, to make sure he does just a little bit more damage on the 1 Reaver. Tries to break through. Gets 3. Reaver goes down. Gonna get the final Reaver as well. Gets the final Reaver, but the Zealots clean up the house. But 458 did lose, I think, about 12 probes defending against the Marines. And that is what matters most. Brain made a third command center. Got 2 factories, getting level 1 attack there for the Marines. Zealots catch a couple of Marines overextending. Brain pulls back immediately. Goes back in. Not afraid. Not scared of those Zealots. So we have a Reaver finished up there in the back. A shuttle is on the way. Shuttle speed is being researched as well. There's no cannons in the front. Brain has a lot of money. A lot of money. So even Brain can struggle spending his money. Zealots do some pretty good work. Shuttle Reaver drop there on the way. Gonna try to strike while Brain is focused on attacking. But turrets are finishing up just in time. Cannons are on the way. Marine Zealots fight here breaks out. He just scanned. I clicked on the wrong person. Scanned the front. Marines do seem to have somewhat won the fight. Cannon's going to finish up very soon. Reaver Shuttle is flying back and forth, waiting and looking for a way in. He couldn't find it because there's turrets all over the right side. Flies over, doesn't get spotted out, unloads the Reaver. Cells are coming in as well. Oh, Marines are coming from the back. Kills those couple Marines. Brings this Reaver Shuttle to safety, but Brain might try to intercept it, or is he not? No, not gonna try to intercept it. So the Reaver stays alive, comes back home. Zealots have been taken down, took down a bunker. Got a starport there. More engineering base to fly onto the hill. Brain is playing this one really solidly. But 458 managed to somehow keep himself in the game. But landing those shuttle drops is going to be hella difficult. With all those turrets in between and an engineering bay on the high ground. Marines also there ready to intercept and defend. Reavers on the side, unloading, gonna kill the turrets, gonna try to shoot on the Marines. Kills a couple Marines, but the Scarab's not exploding too fast. Not fast. Okay, beautiful shots there. But I don't think that was enough because he goes for a frontal attack. Well, okay, let's just get the gateways and the forge and leave the cannons in the back for now. Although the Reavers crawling forward do protect the cannons and the gateway and the forge. But the tanks are rolling up to the front. Brain is aggressive, proactive, wants to win this game really quick before 458 can recover. Wow, he scanned and he killed both Reavers at the same time, and 458 knows it's over. Oh, that scan though. That was smart. Scan, kill the Reavers because the Reavers are the problem, and then attack with the Marines. And 458 just knows it's over from this point onwards. So he leaves the game, and the score is 2 wins for both players. 458 just immediately recognized losing those 2 Reavers is the end. At that point, I can no longer win or survive. Brain, with a beautifully aggressive, proactive match, takes himself back to an even score, which means he can still win. He can still beat 458. Final game in this best of 5. Brain against 458. Brain here on the white Terran, 458 here on the orange Protoss. So let's just calm down for a moment. Let's just calm down, take a deep breath, sit upright, and prepare ourselves for the action that we're going to witness in this final game, in this absolutely amazing best of 5. Brain starts off with a barracks first. He knows he has to go for the early attack. He knows. So barracks first Is 458 gonna go for gateways first? Or is this gonna be Nexus first? He's on the middle spawn, which usually means 2 gateways are gonna come out first. But there is a chance, he's gonna go for gateways first, and he's gonna go for gateways first. This is the safest Protoss build order against a Terran that is trying to rush you with a 8 supply barracks build order into a 9 supply depot. This is the build order that 458 had to do. And he scouts early. Who's gonna find out very soon what Brain is up to. Brain is playing on 2 barracks into refinery. That is risky, but he's got the micro. And this 2 barrack refinery build order is all about expert micro execution. So, double barrack refinery supply depot academy. Or well, academy before supply depot actually. But Brain went the wrong way and won't find out where 458 is yet. Although the Marine going to the north, gonna walk right in there. But the Zealots are spawning, Nexus is on the way, Rope is running a circle, getting the information he wants, sees the double barracks, sees the academy as well, so he knows, just by seeing this, what he has to do to survive, or to deal some real hard damage onto Brain. He knows what to do. Rope there, moving to the front, gonna get that cannon up in the front to protect the choke. Marines are on the way, Zealots are in the choke there though. Brain is gonna try to catch him off guard, because the Zealots are moving out, and when the Zealots arrive in his own base, he's gonna sneak in from behind. Or is he? No, he's not. Oh no, the Marines are caught out. Oh no, the Marines... Oh, this is pretty bad for Brain. He's got 4 Marines. He's going for the counter-attack, but we have a Zealot there finishing up, so he will defend. Got 2 Firebats there. 4 Zealots. Bunker on the way. Firebat's running away to escape. Safety gets a really good spot there for the 1 Firebat. But the Firebat by itself is weaker than the 1 Zealot, so he gets taken down. Marines here in the middle fighting against the Zealot. Wins the fight against the Zealot, but now... Well, we've got 4 Zealots in the back of Brain's base, and the Marines are not going to get in, so he has to retreat now. Which means 458 is losing SCVs, although he protects his SCVs with 1 single Firebat. 1 single Firebat, 3 of them in the bunker. So now Marine Firebat here back at home. 458 going to try to at least do a little bit more damage. Dancing back and forth. More Zealots coming in, though. And there's nothing inside the bunker. Has to pull back. Goes straight for the SCVs. Kills 1. Kills 2. So it's 2 more SCV kills. I think he killed about 5 or 6 in total. And the Zealots that did the job all make it back home safe and sound. And it looks like 458 is going for 4 gateways and a cyber core. We might see him go for singularity charge. We have a gateway coming up in the front. Oh, there's 2 pylons and a cannon. Okay, okay. You're up to something, and I'm not exactly sure what you're doing. So that is a robotics right there in the front. He's not getting singularity charge. He's gonna go for just Zealots. Citadel of Adun. Got double barrack there in the back, factory on the side, and a factory there coming up as well. So double factory. Looks like Brain is expecting something from 458 that 458 is actually not doing. But, oh, the Firebat's killing almost all of the Zealots. Oh, beautiful push. But now, he's got 4 cannons in the front. He might try to sneak the Firebats through, but no, not gonna happen. 458 knows that the Firebat sneak through is an option, so he puts 2 gateways in the front to make sure the Firebats and the Marines cannot get through. He's setting up for the walkthrough. He's setting up for it. Once he sees the 2 gateways, he knows it's not gonna work. You're back at home, still 2 barracks, 2 factories, very low on SCVs, added a 2nd command center, gonna get a couple more barracks as well, need an engineering bay too. Things are not looking good for Brain. Things just went very wrong. And 458 used the situation to get himself as far ahead as he possibly could. Double robo in the front. Zealot speed on the way, and so is shuttle speed. We're going to be seeing 2 Reavers in production from those 2 robos. But 458 is not planning on waiting. Although, he has to wait. He's got to retreat. He has to wait. Doesn't have a choice. Supply depot being built on the top corner. 458 finds it by pure chance. As if he stays alive, runs away. 2, 3 Marines are back at home, being put into the bunker. Tank arrives in the front. Brain is going for the push. He knows he has to try something. Zealots in the back attacking SCVs. Do go down to the bunker eventually, though. Moves to the bottom corner. Tank is taking down the cannons. We've got Reavers in the back. 5 gateways. Losing Zealots. Zealot speed finishes up, picks up the Reavers, goes for it, runs into the middle of the map. The Reavers are shooting on the tanks. Tanks are both getting taken down. Zealots are getting on top of everything, and this is looking really bad. Oh, the shots there from the Reavers, taking down 5 Marines. Beautifully done. Pushes Brain back across the map. Now, Brain does not have a lot of money, doesn't have a lot of units. He's got 54 probes against 27 SCVs, and a supply count for 458 that is double of Brain's. Reavers unloading in the front. Reavers getting target fight. Round Reaver gets taken down. Takes down the Marines there, though. Zealot getting on top of the tank. Tank does not get to shoot one more time. This looks like it's it. This looks like a GG. I do not think Brain can survive this one. 2 tanks finishing up both at the same time. They might save the day for now. Reaver flies over the bottom side. Reaver does not unload. He's gonna keep... Oh, he's gonna... Is he gonna unload? Is he gonna unload? Zealots are coming in from the front door. Taking down the tanks, taking down the Reavers, taking down the Zealot. Oh, tank unloads. Tank is gonna shoot. Reaver connects, but does not kill a lot. But killing anything is good at this point. Shuttle Reaver does go down eventually there, though. Zealots on top of everything. There's no Marines except inside the bunker. It's got 4 tanks to defend. Zealots are doing a lot of work. The SCVs are repairing the tanks, assisting for as much as they can. 66 probes here for 458. Getting a 3rd Nexus. He's on about 5 gateways, getting 4 more, getting cannons, getting more Reavers, getting more Robos. Walks across the map, 2 Reavers inside the shuttle. 5 Zealots are on the scene. You gotta march forward. Shuttle flies all the way on for the bottom side. Zealots attacking the front side. Shuttle flies around. Fight in the front. Oh, he's using the Zealots. Pulls them into the back to take tank, fire shots. Reaver flies in, Reaver unloads. Reaver's going to shoot on an SCV, misses the shot. Ooh, lucky shot. Lucky break there for Brain. Oh, there's a 2nd Reaver there inside the shuttle. Oh, shoots, and the Reavers... He kills 3. Kills 3. Oh, that could have gone very wrong. But he stays alive, but he goes out for the push once again. Not sure if that is a good choice here. Probably a better choice to get a choke and defend. But he wants blood. He wants to go hard. Scans the front. Sees the Zealots. Sees the Reavers. Sees the Templars. Zealots are going in. Reaver's in. Reaver's gonna shoot. Reaver kills a lot of Marines there. Reaver stays alive. Pulls it back. So as the Templars, they're in the back. He's producing from 5 barracks. Brain is just going hard. Brain just knows he's got to keep on going. Tanks are getting taken down there by the Reaver. Reaver shuttle micro there is really, really good. Not sure if this has any chance, even 1% chance of working. I think the chance of this working is pretty much 0%, but it looks really cool. It looks really good. But 4 of 8, 80 probes, 150 supply, and a drop there coming over the top side of Brain's base. He's succeeding here though, but a drop comes in. There's 4 Templars inside. Templar unloads. Templar shoots. Templar hits. Templar kills. That's the 2nd Templar there though. Storms once again. Missed that one though. But he did kill about 15 SCVs there in total. The tanks in the front here have been taken down. He has no tanks. There's 2 tanks in production though. He's building a wall here in the front to try and secure the position. Putting Marines in the bunkers, healing up the Marines in the bunkers. That's really, really interesting. 458 is almost maxed out on supply, but Brain is not giving up. Brain is not going down without a fight. But he has nothing left to fight with. He's got nothing left to survive with. Nothing left to defend this drop. The drop of doom has arrived, and 458 most definitely is the winner of this best of 5 set. Brain surrenders, pretty much calls GG, tries one final attack with a couple of Marines, but the game is over, and 458 is the new king of fastest map after he beats Brain in a best of 5 with a score of 3 wins and 2 losses. Beautifully done. We've got a new king, and the king is 458.